What's going on, guys? It's Gendo here, and I'd like to welcome you back to another edition of my Pentagon slash Hexagon series. And today, if you could take a look at the overall layout of the screen, we're no longer at Valencia. I have decided to resign from the post because, well, for the main reason is we're no longer in the Champions League. That's been the main thing for this, obviously, for this challenge, win the Champions League and all the various confederations, but to constantly be knocked out, and it just has been eating at me, especially this season where I thought for certain I would have gotten to quarterfinals, maybe even a semifinal if we were lucky, and only to get knocked out in the group stages was really, really disappointing. So that honestly forced my hand in trying to find a new job in one of the other two federations that I have not won a Champions League in, that being CONCACAF and the African Federation, the CAF. So I started looking around for a couple of jobs, and there were two that really interested me at the current time. The first one being MA Tétouan being in the Moroccan Premier League. They're currently in third place right there. And the other one being Zamalek. Zamalek is a big Egyptian club, and they are right there with Al Ali in terms of the most prestigious clubs within Egypt. And right now Zamalek are sitting in fourth place in their league. But out of both of them, the one main detail is both of them are in the CAF Champions League at current. Zamalek and Tétouan both winning the first leg of their first round match, and looking like they're going to be advancing to the next round. The way the CAF Champions League goes is preliminary first round, second round. Then after the second round, the remaining 8 teams are drawn into 2 groups of 4. The top 2 will advance to the semifinals. One Group A1 playing Group B2, B1 playing A2, and then the winner of those semifinals obviously coming towards the final. So it's a relatively easier Champions League to get to win. However, it's really hard to get into because the Egyptian League, I think, only gets 2 entries, and the Moroccan League only gets 1. So you have to be really good in your league to actually make it into the Champions League. Not like Spain or Germany. And not like the UEFA teams where you can get upwards of 4 teams, maybe even 5 teams in the Champions League. So, got to have a lot more skill, have a lot more determination to get into it. So, just taking a look at some of the other factors like squad depth, the amount of injuries and whatnot, between Tétouan and Zamalek, the one I decided to go forth with was in fact Zamalek, and take over them for as long as I possibly can in the hopes of picking up a CAF title. So there we go. I have decided we are no longer going to be at Valencia. We are going to be at Zamalek. And there we go. A couple of things of note is, as you can see, we do have a Egyptian Premier League match before the next leg of the Champions League. I'm going to skip over that Premier League match and go right into the Champions League because that is exactly what you guys want to see. You want to see how I fare in the Champions League first and foremost because it's the name of the game. Taking a look at the actual squad, what I see right here is a lot of attacking prowess, a lot of good players up front. And hell, you can see 4 players in double digits in terms of goals. A lot of injuries, though, too. So you have Olivier Quinn, who's a fairly decent striker, a Cameroonian, but he's out 2 to 3 weeks with a sprained ankle. You have Andre Adlaba. He has 17 goals. He's the leading goal scorer for the club. He's also Cameroonian, but he's out 6 days with a broken nose. Taking a look at some of the other players that are not injured, but look to be very well in terms of their playing ability, we have Nabil Ali, Egyptian, 21 years old, very good speed, great attacking stats, 17 on finishing really helps as well. I see a lot of strikers. I see a somewhat good amount of wingers, but at the same time I don't see many defenders or center mids. So I'm going to have to try and figure out a certain type of formation to go along with this. Taking a look at other players like Laurent Adu. He's a left mid, the striker. It's looking like I may have to go with a standard 4-4-2 with this. And yeah, then you take a look at some of the defenders. Not very tall defenders, but good heading ability, like a 17 on jumping reach, a 15 heading. Henriette Kobo looking to be a fairly standard player. I'm seeing a lot of Cameroonians in this side along with Egyptians. Take a look at their Mali, Ivory Coast, a lot of Cameroonians, Nigerian, Uruguayan. Yeah, not a lot of Egyptians, as you can take a look. So I'm going to figure out what exactly I want to do with this squad. I'll cut out, and then I'll come back for the Champions League match, that second leg, and we'll see exactly how we get on with that. So don't go anywhere. I'll be right back after I do a little cleanup work here and figure out a tactic to go into that match. So sit tight, and I'll be right back. Okay, and we are back with our first match in the African Champions League, and it's going to be Zamalek at home versus Hafia. Hafia being a team from Guinea, and they would be the only team from Guinea. They're coming out with it looks like a 5-3-2. I've seen this before. Like, I've seen it used by teams in Ukraine, but that's about it. I haven't seen anybody else use it here. But I guess we're going to come out with a standard 4-4-2 on the day. Nothing too fancy, just want to build the team up, get used to formations, and then work from there. So I'm going to show you the starting 11. Not injuries notwithstanding, some of them would not be featuring if some of these injured players were back in. But goalkeeper today will have Lucky Okeke, a Nigerian, 27 years old, fairly decent goalkeeper for someone of the Egyptian Premier League standards. Not bad at all. Then we'll have Augustine Ngassam, 24-year-old Cameroonian, very good speed. Marking and tackling also good at 13 and 14 each. You'll probably see a lot of players, I'll say, very good speed with, and that's because, well, it's really true. Some of them do have a blindingly good speed, but Mohamed El Said does not. He's more of a heading type guy, 6'2", with a jumping reach of 17, a heading of 15. I did show you him before. Ahmed Shahata, a 27-year-old, very good defending with an 18 tackling and a 16 of marking. Can't really get past him unless you are faster than him, and his speed's not blinding, but his defending ability's really good. Frank Kamgo will be out on the left, 24-year-old Cameroonian. Physicals, speed, great up and down the park. Mentals, very good as well. Defending ability, it's fine. It's okay. Could be better. Could be a lot better. Andre Adlaba. Andre Adlaba just coming off of injury. He's a 26-year-old Cameroonian. Good speed, good attackings with a 16 finishing, 13 first touch. He's good on corners, but I don't want to use him on corners if I can help it. I want to try and get him in front of net as much as possible. So he's going to be playing out on the right side of the pitch. Paul Abanda, 22-year-old Cameroonian, can play a multitude of positions, but I'm going to stick him in center mid today. Very good speed, decent speed, 10 on pace, 13 acceleration, good mentals. He's great in the air too, 16 on heading with a 15 jumping reach. So I'll try and use him as much on corners as well. Federico Larocque, 27-year-old Uruguayan. I may not play him as much as I want to just because of how he's faring. He's good on speed. He's great on defense. More of a defensive mid player than anything. But today he's going to be in the center of the park, and I just hope that he's not all that fast. But what can I say to him? He'll do the job because of all the players that are out injured. And then out in the left of the park we have Laurent Adu. He is an Ivory Coast player, I guess an Ivorian is what the demonym would be. 29 years old, very good pace, just not a lot in terms of attacking. He's good on crossing, so I guess that's why I placed him out on the left with an 11 there. But just taking a look at all his physicals, nothing lower than an 11. So he can outpace anyone that he comes up against, and that's where I want him. I want him out on the wings. And then the two players up front, we have Nabil Ali, who I've made mention previously. Very good attacking, very good on the speed. And then Alhassane Decore, once again, very good speed, 16 pace, 16 acceleration, attacking-wise, 17 finishing. I expect them to bang in the goals against Hafia today. So let's kick off and hope that we keep this lead. We have a 2-goal lead right now, 3-1, and those are our 3 away goals as well. So hopefully we keep this lead and build upon it and don't let Hafia make a comeback. Team Tonk went very well and we kick off. We are going to be in the all-white kits today, and Hafia will be in black and white stripes. Early on, though, it looks like Hafia do have some sort of attacking movement going on. What a tackle from Larocque. I guess that's why I brought him in. He's a very good defender. Ali, with his pace, coming up the right side. Unfortunately, that is a weak shot slash cross. I don't know what he was trying to do there, but it didn't go through. And now Hafia coming in on the counter. It's not good. Good defense from Adlaba. Or Abanda. Decore coming through the center. Abanda. I have to get used to all new names. Oh, what a shot. What a cross in from Adal. Oh my god. Cross in to Decore, and Decore with the top left corner strike, and it's 1-0 on the day, 4-1 on aggregate. That's right, Adlaba is out on the right. Corner in from Larocque. Nothing there. Adlaba back to get it, though. As we keep up with the pressure. Trying to get through the middle of the park, and then Ali swings it out wide. I don't know why the back pass if I didn't find anyone up front. Adu could not swing that in. We are still keeping it in their half. We are keeping up the pressure, and that's a good corner, or a good cross in. Decore with the header in, and Zamalek 2-0 over Hafia. This match is essentially over. Now we can focus our attention on who we are going to be drawing in the next round. And not many African teams that I know of by name, outside of Egypt, South Africa, and maybe a little bit of Ghanaian teams. Also got to guard against all the injuries that we could come across. Oh, Decore almost with a hat trick. Keeps the ball in bounds, gets it back in. But nothing coming to that. We do have several injuries we need to guard against getting any more. And that's a penalty. Hafia conceding a penalty. Decore is going to take it and try and get his hat trick off of that. We've had 17 shots to Hafia's 4. Hafia have only had 1 on target. This is going to be number 10 on target for us. Decore slots it home. That's his hat trick. 3-0 on the day. And like I said before, this match well in hand. We're going into halftime, 3-0 lead. I probably should start subbing people out, like I said, just because I need to guard against any injuries that may possibly arise. Here, I'll let the... Alright, now let's just let it go out there. Let him keep going for about 60, 65, and then I'll start making subs. But with how short this competition... Well, this competition is short in terms of rounds, but not in terms of length. The final match will be played in November, but the group stage matches will be played all throughout our off-season. So in effect, we do not have an off-season. The end of the Egyptian Premier League is middle of May, typical of most other football leagues. But the group matches stretch into June and July. And what a great goal from Adu right there. Lasering it right past the keeper towards the far post. It's 4-0 on the day. But, yeah, This group stage will last throughout our off season, so we need to keep our players fit and healthy and uninjured. That would always work as well. I'm going to bring on Ramadan for Abanda. And I don't have any more strikers outside of Adu, who's already playing. So we're just going to leave it as is. Yeah, my other strikers are all injured, so I just have to make do with who I have on my squad right now. On the bench, too. Ali coming through. And that's 5. And the misery is just compiling on top of Hafia. There's just no way they're coming back from this. Make a couple more subs. Shahada is going to come out for Gideon War. Emmanuel Gideon War. It's a very interesting name there. And then I guess I can take out LaRoque for Roger Emmanuel. Just get him some playing time, keep him fit. And with 10 minutes left to go, was there any doubt that we were going to win this match? So yeah, just need to take a look at how we're going to go about our group stage matches, because I think that's 6, home and away leg, in the 2 groups of 4. We're just moving the ball with ease, getting it past Haifa, or Hafia, keeping it in their zone. Ablaba on the right with a cross in, and seeds a corner. Ablaba whipping it in. Could have gone for a 6th on the day. But with only 1 minute of stoppage time, this match is well decided. As you can hear my neighbors possibly launching off fireworks, since it is 4th of July here in the United States. Hafia content to play the ball through the middle, but yeah, that's pretty much going to be the end of the match. Over the byline, and Zamalek 5-0 on the day, 8-1 on aggregate over Hafia, and we advance into the second round of the African Champions League, the CAF Champions League. So good wins, 50,000 pounds given to Zamalek, and right now I'm going to pause this stream, and when we come back it will be the draw for the second round of the Champions League, so don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Alright, and we're back for the second round draw for the Champions League, and these are the 16 teams left in this competition. We have a Premio de Agosto from Angola, Al Ittihad from Libya, ASV Club from DR Congo, Gioliba from Mali, ES Tunis from Tunisia, that's a big club, Kano Pillars from Nigeria, Sundowns from South Africa, Wydad Casablanca from Morocco, Al Ali, of course, from Egypt, Al Mariek from Sudan, CS Sfax from Tunisia, ES Sétif from Algeria, Kaiser Chiefs from South Africa, that's a high club too, Tétouan advanced, and they're from Morocco, Telefonat from Egypt, and of course Zamalek from Egypt. Telefonat making the 3rd Egyptian club in this because Telefonat won it all last season, so they get an automatic bye into the second round. So here they are. Now let's start drawing teams and see who we're going to face. We're going to probably, hopefully, stay away from all the big names. That would be nice. Telefonat, Ihad. A lot of names on there. I really wouldn't mind some of the lower clubs like Angola, DR Congo, Mali. I'd like those, but let's see what we get. Alright, ASV Club from DR Congo is going to be our next opponent in the Champions League. There it is. Now let's take a look at the schedule, and that's actually going to be coming up right away. That's coming up in 12 days. So when we come back, we're going to be taking on ASV Club in the Champions League. So until next time, I'd like to thank you very much for watching. If you like what you saw, please hit the like button and subscribe if you're new. Any comments, suggestions, questions, anything else at all, please leave in the comment box below. But as always, this is Gendo, and I will see you in the next video. Take care, and peace out.